Hi everyone, glad you're here. This is our litter of Brittany puppies. Share these with y'all. They're about 3 days old. Mom's doing good. As you can tell, they haven't missed a meal. And no, they're not for sale. They're all reserved. We have 3 males and 3 females in this litter. Two of the orange ones are females. Two of the liver ones are males. As you can tell, they're still doing that little snail crawl. There's a heat lamp in here to help them keep warm. And as you can tell, Mom's very attentive. If one of them whines, she is going to go pick it up and carry it to her. We have an absorbent mat down, the one with the puppy dog bones and the puppies. Then we put another rug in there as an added cushion and also gives the puppy somewhere to they can walk around. Gives them another layer if the other one does get wet. Pretty much wash these every day. All the what we call the puppy bedding gets washed and changed out every day. And as you can tell, Mom's sitting right there watching them, keeping an eye on them. It's about time for her to start waking them up so they can eat. You can tell she's trying to get in position. Kills me how she'll lay down on them and lick them. Hey Lillian. Hey Fallen. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. You can tell here Mom was doing some cleaning. I understand these puppies, until they get about 10 days old, cannot go to the bathroom on their own. Mom has to stimulate them in order to go to the bathroom. It's a very important part if you ever raise puppies. As you can tell, she's time for bath time for some of these puppies. She's gonna watch them. She also, I think, aggravates them by doing this. To me, it reminds me of having a wash rag to wash your face. Sometimes it's cold while you're sleeping. And as you can tell, they're all pretty plump. She makes sure they eat on time. Hey, Laurie. Yeah, she's managing them pretty hard, keeping on to them. Yep, she's keeping them clean as a whistle, as you can tell here. Yep, having pink feet and pink nose means they have very good circulation, very warm. As you can also tell, they're not huddled up on each other. They're kind of separated, so they're pretty content with their warmth. If they were all piled up on top of each other, they would be probably cold. Being they're separated, they're pretty comfortable. And mom is going to aggravate them. As you can tell, one of the ones is going over to her in the feed. Thanks everyone for joining. Hey Scarlett, they're starting to do I call it like a caterpillar crawl. They're scooting across. Like we said again, mom has to bathe them, keep them clean, but she also stimulates them to use the bathroom. That has to happen about the first 10 days before they can go to the restroom by themselves. She has to stimulate them. Thanks, Margarita. Donovan, thank y'all for joining. So often, mom has to stimulate them to go to the restroom. As you can tell, they haven't missed a meal. Look how big that orange one is on the right. The little liver ones she's licking now are starting to wake up and figure out the buffet's open. And she lays her head on them. She had the big orange one by itself earlier. Yeah, these are Brittany's. They took the spaniel off a few years ago. Carmen, thank y'all for joining. As you can tell here, Mom's being attentive to them. There's one feeding, the rest of them are still sleeping. Yeah, Mom is watching everything there, Carmen. Keep an eye on all of them. Yeah, I'm sure she's looking for a treat. She's getting spoiled to where she thinks when she goes outside she should get a treat when she comes in. She has her food and water right outside the crate there, or she thinks she smells a treat. These are Brittany's. Hey Daniela, Leo dog, buddy. These are Brittany's. Some people will call them Brittany Spaniels, but they actually took the Spaniel off the name a few years ago. She's definitely hunting for treats. Looking to see if there's any under the rug. She's going to end up dumping them all over. She smells something. These dogs are very good scent dogs. Again, we have 3 males and 3 females. There's 2 orange and white females and 2 liver and white males. And then now she's like, time for y'all to take a bath. Thanks for joining, everyone. If you have any questions, you can always post them in the chat. As you can tell, some of them are waking up, trying to feed. And now she's trying to tear the rug up for some reason. Hey, Alice. These puppies are about 3 days old. Well, yeah, I guess 3. Well, I guess it's closer to 4. As you can tell, they're little butter beans. Mom's cleaning that one's face really good. That little one's getting a scrubbing. Mom heard something. Hey, Connie. Hey, Connie. Thanks for joining. This is our first night with this litter that we're showing. Like I said, they're 4 days old. Also, they're little butter beans. They're really plump. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. These are Brittany's. Sometimes people call them Brittany Spaniels, but they're called Brittany's. As you can tell, we have 2 of the 6 feeding. They're 4 days old. Alexander, they're 4 days old. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. I'm gonna go let mom out. Thanks for subbing to our channel. Thanks for joining. They're 4 days old. They were born about 4 days ago. So we let mom out. We'll put her back in there in a few minutes. As you can tell, they're pretty comfortable with their temperature in there. They're all spread out. They're not. They've all been reserved. We pretty much have a wait list before they're ever born. We were hoping for a bigger litter, but we got 6. Normally we have maybe 8 to 10. So we really have some people on our wait list that will not get a puppy until another litter maybe. Mom's back in, checking them out. As you can tell, the 2 that have already fed, they're kind of in that milk drunk stage. Thanks, Ravens. Mom back checking them out. Again, there were 3 girls and then 3 boys. There's 3 girls and 3 boys. 2 of the orange are girls. 1 of the orange is a boy. And there's 2 liver boys and 1 liver girl. Now Mom's going to give them a bath. She's going to wake them up, giving them a bath. Also remember, she has to stimulate them to go to the bathroom until they get about 2 weeks old. So that's what she's doing also. You can tell she's getting them clean. That's Shan. As you can tell, she's got 3 now that are trying to feed. There's 2 orange females and 1 orange male. And then there's 2 liver males and 1 liver female. I don't know which one is which from looking here, but 2 of the orange ones are females. So if I had to guess, it's the 2 over here sleeping. The one that's feeding looks really big, so that's probably a male. Now they're all starting to wake up, ready to eat. Thank you. Yes, we think they're adorable too. I'm just glad they're so healthy and plump. As you can tell, they've got shoulders on them. Probably she will down the road. But she's also she's actually a show champion. One of our other male dogs is the dad. His name is Man. He's a show champion, and we also hunt them. We use them to find quail. So she's actually one of our guide dogs for quail hunting, and so is the dad. She weighs about 28 pounds, and she's 3 years old. So she's on the smaller side of Brittany's, even though she is a show champion. And we also do all the health testing on all the parents before we have puppies to make sure they're healthy. Not true. Adopt, don't pay. It's not true. It's not enough dogs to adopt. But we have nothing wrong with you adopting. But that's the incorrect fact. This is where Mom kind of chills out. And you see the puppy by her head, the liver puppy up there at the top. I don't know if he's sleeping there, or sometimes she'll put him in timeout behind her where they can't feed because maybe they're being maybe a pig or something. So she keeps them away from the others. If you go to our website, you can see the dad. Yeah, Ryan, there is the truth. There's 9 million puppies a year that people have to be replaced, and there's only about 2 million up for adoption. Those are facts. And as you can tell here, so again, I don't know if the puppy behind her head is one that she's separated, but she will feed these in cycles sometimes, especially with bigger litters. They'll separate them and only feed 3 or 4 or 5 at a time, depending on their litter size. And a lot of times, to me, they get frustrated if you're messing with them, trying to help feed them. Hi everyone, thanks. As you can tell, things are winding down. Mom kind of goes to sleep. I don't see but 3 feeding, so the other ones seem to be sweating around. Of course, we're not trying to sell any puppies here. All these have been reserved before they were born. Mom disrupted the whole buffet there. She said, "I'm fixing to get a little bit more comfortable." And now she's checking on the puppy. I would imagine that heat lamp feels good to her too. What'd she do with that liver one? Is it behind her still? I didn't see it. Oh, I see it coming through. It's like around her shoulders now. It's trying to inch its way back around. I mean, she might be blocking it because I've seen her do that before too, but I see its little head now. It's like under her arm. So you can tell here that she's letting it come around. Now they all seem to be feeding. Be interesting what the liver one's doing that she had. Oh, there it is. Starting to squirm its way out. He's having to fight to get out. He's looking for a bottle. Yes, Penta. Some beautiful puppies here. We've got 6. As you can tell, they haven't missed a meal. They're all fighting for a place, except for that one liver one to the left. Looks like it fell back asleep. And again, these are Brittany's. Some people might call them Brittany Spaniels, but the name changed, I believe, about 1981, 83, somewhere in there. The name changed to just Brittany's. Thanks so much for joining. Again, as you can tell here, there's a liver one who's through feeding. Now he's just laying there in the pile, getting a nap in. The liver one to the right, he's it's a male. He's sitting kind of funny, um, with nursing from kind of laying on his back or something. Sorry to hear that, Apex.